Yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV podcast, the debate show. Before we start, like, comment, and subscribe, make the channel grow. We've got 1906 in the building.
Evening.
Let's go straight into it. I just want to talk about Sterling's situation. Sterling is 18 months left in his contract. It doesn't look like Pep likes him now. I think he's gone past getting into Man City's team. It looks like he'll do anything not to play Sterling. He's still one of the main guys for England, but 18 months on his contract, do you see him at a top 4 club or do you see him going abroad?
Do you know what? I could see him going towards someone that thinks they're challenging. So they've got kind of a professional guard going forward. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Not that they're going to build the team around them so much, but do you know what I mean? Have that kind of personality in that team, that winner in the team, someone that can still produce.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, why not Tottenham?
That's a decent shout, to be fair. But they do play a three at the back as wing backs. Would he get in?
They could all change. They could all change. A bit of pace. You know he's going to be all right. Price wise,
yeah.
You're looking at what in today's market? He's slowing up a bit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So today's market is slowing up. He's got 18 months on his contract. Even if you wait to the end of the season, he's only got 12 months. So more than likely, you can get him on a cut price deal. Even if you don't get him on a cut price deal, you might have to pay a premium because he's English.
Yeah.
But if you look at Sterling's point of view, he's maybe thinking, I'm still a top player. Why I'm going to be at my prime? I'm going to be 26, 27. Why am I going to go to a Tottenham? What am I going to win? Like, he's thinking, I'm in my prime. I've just got frozen out of this Man City side. Still the man, still one of the main men for England. Why would he go? Why would he go Tottenham?
I'm thinking not a Tottenham now, a Tottenham changing. And the rebuilding that process. If he likes what he sees over that side, that they are stepping up, they are getting some players in. Manager knows what he's doing. All of that. I'm thinking a total move from north to south, not from north to north, but
you could be right, to be fair.
Also, somewhere if he was to go abroad. Where's he fitting in? A slower pace?
Well, rumours were Barcelona are interested. I think a lot of top clubs would be interested. I don't think now. I think the market's dead because no one's spending serious money. And two, you look at it as well. He's gonna command a big wage in a sense of you're looking over 250k, and he's gonna be 26, 27. Are you going to pay that for a 27-year-old? 27 is not old, but you think the top sides might be looking for younger players, and he might be thinking, "Do I want to go to Spurs for a rebuild?" Yes, it still doesn't matter who Spurs bring in. It's going to take him 2 or 3 years for them to at least compete with the Man Cities, Liverpools, Chelsea's as well. So it's an interesting one for Sterling. Because we've had talks about it, because you were telling me a couple of last season or the season before me 2 years ago that he's world class. And I've always said to you that he's never been world class, and you were convinced that he was world class. When I watch Sterling, I think Sterling has world class form where he can fool you, where he will have 2-3 months. He is unbelievable, and you think, like, who's better than him? You think to yourself, who's better than him on the wing? But I just feel he's got too many holes in his game to be world class.
There was that period when you could say who was better than him at the time.
No, you were right. But I'm always convinced that over the long haul, there's too many holes in his game. For him to be world class. I think he's an excellent player. On his day, he could have world class form. But when I look at Sterling, there's too many holes. I think technically he has got better, but still technically he's not the elite, if you know what I mean, in his position. You look at the Salahs, Mane, Mbappe.
Yeah.
You look even Foden now.
Yeah, he steps over him a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't have that technical ability like those guys. But I do think he's a really good player. Like you said, if he lowers his ambition, yeah, Tottenham, even an Arsenal will be really good for him. He's from that area. And
Again,
I think Arsenal would be good for him. And he could be the main guy down there in a sense of he will be an experienced guy. He could bring on the Sakas and the Smith Rowes. I think it'd be a good signing for Arsenal, but it all depends what Sterling wants. To be fair,
it's all player now.
Yeah, he's at a predicament where he needs to move on with his career. I look at Pep's side now, Man City. They are very much like the Barcelona of old. Like he's evolved this team like the Barcelona. And when you look at the Barcelona team, they didn't really have any dynamic, quick, powerful players. It's very technical footballers who can keep the ball in tight areas. And if you can't do it, you can't
one
play.
touch.
Yeah, keep it in tight areas. Loads of Bernardo Silvas all over the place, and you just can't get the ball of them. And that's what Pep likes. And I think he's just kind of moved on from the pace and power and the direct running. It's not really Pep style. So, I still think he's a top player. Would you take him back at Liverpool?
No.
But cut price, 25 mil, 12 months. You beat his prime.
Yeah, I'll have him like.
We
need to move forward. We need to move forward, don't we? Then it's the next.
Yeah,
we're looking at the next generation now coming up before Klopp hands over the reins. Yeah. So for that, I would say no, because there is that talent out there. There is that young Sterling out there.
Yeah, that's what we need. You're right.
Do you know what I mean? There is that young one out there that's just waiting to be found if they're not scattered them out already. But so I would say no on that.
100%. But talking about Liverpool and Anfield, big game, Liverpool versus Arsenal, 5:30 kickoff. I think if you look at the first podcast, guys, have a little watch. We were absolutely killing Arsenal. Arsenal were the banter side, but football's a funny game. They've had the last laugh. They're 2 points behind us. If they win, they do go into the top 4. They're in the best form for a few years. They haven't lost since August. I'm saying all this stuff. I thought Leicester would batter them, and they beat Leicester convincingly, especially the first half. And I think this is the first time, I don't know if you agree, 906, this is the first time in maybe 3 or 4 years that Arsenal fans and Arsenal as a team are quietly confident going to Anfield and thinking, we can get something from here, which is crazy.
The mad thing is with the Arsenal fans, they can just win 2 games in a row. And they're looking at cups. Do you know what I mean? They're looking at silverware.
They're looking at, they think they can win the title.
Yeah. From wanting to sort of like turn players' cars over in the car park to, do you know what I mean, putting down carpet and paying homage. So it's like, they're up for it. They're totally up for this. Totally up for this. And the mad thing is, it's Liverpool, isn't it? It's Liverpool. Yeah. We like drama.
100%.
We like drama in a season.
Yeah.
So it could be that point. We're waiting for the drama. We always know drama's coming, but it's where it's coming. So this could be the one, the 2 losses on the bounce. Do you know what I mean? At home, oh my God, spoiling the record, tipping the apple cart, all of that. Do you know what I mean? And that little 1-0 bucks from Arsenal. One of those.
I 100% agree. It feels like a potential banana skin.
Yes.
Yes and no. I think
it's Arsenal.
Yes, that's it. So I'm thinking about it. It feels like a potential banana skin. But it's Arsenal, like you said as well. Like you have that in the back of your mind. But saying that, I've watched Arsenal a few games. They're not the Arsenal of old. They're very compact. They're quite boring, to be fair. And they put everyone behind the ball. They've got a structure. And they don't look soft-centered. I think Gabriel's come in their team. He was injured at the start, and he looked solid with Ben White. Yeah. I'm still not 100% convinced on Ramsdale, but he's in the form of his life. He's saving everything. I think he's got found
his boots.
Yeah, Partey's always been good. I think he's always been good. If you're looking at when he was at Athletic Madrid, he's always been good.
He must have been just nervous then because he looked toilet to me.
But he's always been good, in my opinion, when I've watched him at Athletic Madrid. And I think he's starting to find his feet at Arsenal. But Arsenal should be quietly confident. They're one of the form teams in the league. Liverpool lost their last game. It will show us a marker where Arsenal are. Because you look at the last 3 or 4 years, we've absolutely smashed them. I'm telling you,
I was going out buying meat while that game was on, knowing when I come back from going shop, I'm coming back to a win.
100%.
Rewind, watch it, I'm good.
Even if Arsenal went 1-0 up, you start laughing like, okay.
Yeah, I look at the phone.
10 minutes. Yeah. Give us 10 minutes, it'll be 3-1.
Yeah.
But like I've said, we've been battering them for the last 3 or 4 years. If your strikers are out of form, you're rubbing your hands because they're going to go back in form when you play against Arsenal. Yeah. But this is maybe the first time in about 5 years that they're quite confident. We'll see how good Arsenal are. Like I said, a marker. There'll be a marker. I think if Arsenal have a respectable result, even if that's a loss, but they're in the game, I think that's progress. If they get a draw, you've got to take them seriously now. They're fighting for top 4. If they win, fucking hell, then I don't even want to talk about that. But but a draw or a respectable loss, then you maybe got to take Arsenal seriously. But
I have to turn my phone off for a month if they do.
Mate. But Arsenal do well. They've got some good young players. I like Smith Rowe and I like Saka.
Yeah.
And they're doing well. So fair play to Arsenal. But going to Liverpool, got a few injuries. It looks like Robertson's not going to make it. I'm happy Tsimikas is playing because I think he's been better than Robertson. I've been praying for this guy because every time he plays, we win. And he's in it. He looks hungry. He just wants to play.
I don't care who you are at the back. He's giving you something to think about.
Now he's going forward, and his delivery. I think he's got a better delivery than Robertson. Robertson's maybe an all-round better player because he's played at a higher level. But Tsimikas' delivery is second to none. He's a warrior, and this is the first time now we're in our fullback positions where if one of our fullbacks are injured, you're not that bothered, especially on the left side anyway. But
see, for me, I think Robinson might sound strange here, but Robertson has become too technical for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like he goes for the precise, the runs that, you can predict the runs. You can put those crosses that are always getting blocked because he's now firing at the wrong angle and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Tinnitus is like raw. He's still it's like he's just come off the street.
He's just hungry.
Trying to get into his head to say, all right, play this way, but he doesn't understand it yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's still playing the way he's playing, which is lovely.
Yeah.
Which is lovely to watch. So, Robertson all day long. I love him, but let the boy shine.
Yeah, I think it's his time now to even have a run of 2 or 3 games in the side now because he's never let us down. And I think he's been better than Robertson, to be fair. So that's another injury. Henderson, he's touch and go. I think it looks like Mane's going to make it. So if Henderson's touch and go, what would your midfield 3 be? Because we've got a few injuries in midfield. Curtis Jones is injured. Well, Harvey Elliott's injured, of course. Henderson's touch and go. Naby Keita just fell
Where's
off.
Naby?
Naby's just tripped over his own leg. He's out for 10 weeks or so. He pulled a muscle just turning over the side of his bed or something.
Oh my gosh.
Naby's injured. So, it's ridiculous.
We got left?
So you got Ox.
Is Milner? No.
Milner's injured. So you got Ox, you got Fabinho, you got Thiago.
Thiago has to be in there.
Yeah. So it's touch and go.
We've got Fabinho, yeah.
Fabinho. So Fabinho's got to start.
Yeah.
So
Thiago, Fabinho.
But Thiago's just come back from injury. So let's say if Henderson makes it. Say Henderson makes it, because I think he will. So you would go Fabinho, Thiago. Do you go Ox or Thiago? You go Fabinho, Henderson. do you go Ox or Thiago? Because Thiago's just come back from injury as well, and he's injury prone as well. So what would you do?
I would put Thiago on from the start.
Yeah.
Get the best out of him before he starts seizing up.
Yeah.
Putting the balls through to people and all that. Hopefully we get a bit of a head start.
Yeah.
Ox seems to just run around and make up ground for me. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? He's so hot and cold. I watched him against Atletico. He was outstanding. The way he was driving, taking players on, and then West Ham, he was absolutely terrible. His performance levels are, like I've said, we've said this. He's a 9 or a 2. He's really, really good, or he's absolutely terrible. And at the moment, we need a 6 or 7 from Ox every week.
Yeah, I need more from Ox. I don't just need the Oxtail that's just closing down. Do you know what I mean? I need him to put the ball on someone's head, put it on someone's foot, pass it through, drive through, do what you're doing, but stop all that, backing off, start and closing down, and then putting in the tackle and roughing people up. Put a bit of skill to the game. He's got it in his locker, but he's not. To me, he's just. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
we know he's got it, but we just haven't seen it.
Do you think he's just past his sell-by date now? He's coming up to 28. He's had a bad injury. Ox has never been the same when he had that cruciate, when he was flying, when he was absolutely flying.
Yeah, he was in my for sale bag. Yeah, he was in my for sale bag. Do you know what I mean? He was in there. Him, Cater, Riggy, they were in there.
Hopefully, I think there'll be a mass clear out next season, no matter what. Even if we won everything, I think this team needs to be not broken up, but it needs 3 or 4 fresh blood.
Yeah.
And Klopp needs to spend some money. He needs to go to FSG and go, you know what, we need at least 250 mil plus player sales, all mine, to revamp the squad. Because you look at it, I think when we played against Atletico Madrid, it's our oldest team for like 40 years. Average age was like 28 point something, so close to 29. So we've got a lot of guys in their late 20s, 30s now. And by the end of the season, about 4 or 5 of our main guys will be in their 30s, and you have to look at the future. So, yeah.
I mean, all right, it's laughable and that, but maybe a team like Newcastle on the mend. Do you know what I mean? They could do with an Origi.
Oh, they could do with an Ox. They could do with an Abby Cater. Take them all. Take them all. Come on. 100%.
They can be shifted to those developing teams.
But there's been rumours that no one's gonna sell their players to Newcastle this season because the rest of the teams are not happy with how the Saudis have come into Newcastle. Right. So I think it could be a plan where they're near the bottom. Can we get them down? Because they're going to be a threat.
Yeah.
In the next 5 years, they're going to be a super team. So
once they come over these hurdles.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah.
So if you think to yourself, if you don't sell any players to them, get them down, we've got a head start on them regardless. Because they're coming. They're coming. Newcastle are coming, no matter you like it or not.
Scary.
They are coming. They're coming.
It would be wrong if they didn't.
Yeah. So I'm telling you. So they're coming. So it's gonna be interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. But a little bit on Steven Gerrard, first game. I'm quite interested to see how it does. They have got Brighton. They've got Brighton at home. So is it Brighton a tough side? But I look at his press conference. I feel his aura. I feel he has aura about him.
I saw it.
I look at him and I think this guy can be a good manager. There's more. It's hard to explain. Maybe because I'm a Liverpool man. He's one of the best Premier League players, one of the best Liverpool players I've ever seen. But I'm looking at it as a feeling. But just looking at him. When I looked at Lampard, I just thought, nah, you ain't got no chance.
No, stop there.
Yeah, but I look at Steven Gerrard. Yeah. 100%. But I look at Steven Gerrard and I just feel, you know what? This boy's got half a chance, And I think, he knows he's saying all the right things. He knows it's an audition for Liverpool. Yeah. So, this is a club where they've got money. I think in 3 years.
Style of play to what they're doing there. Okay.
That's it. He gets instant respect straight away because he's Steven Gerrard. He's better than all you put together.
But,
so you have to respect him immediately.
But I think against the Brighton side, confident, flowing.
Yeah, they are.
They're on their own mission.
But they've drawn. I think they've drawn their last 6, so they don't really score a lot. And but they're a very good side. They cause you all sorts of problems. They cause everybody problems. It'd be a good test, to be fair. But yeah, I've been interested in Steven Gerrard, what he does. For
he just has to get Ings in and Mings out, and it's a start.
Yeah, he has to get Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins firing because they've got goals in them. If you get them firing, they've got goals in them. So it'd be interesting as well. Interesting for Newcastle. We'll just touch on Newcastle. They've Newcastle have got. Who Newcastle have got? Oh my goodness. I can't remember. But yeah.
That's how important they are.
That's what I'm saying. They've got somebody. I'm just trying to look on my phone.
They're making up numbers, man.
Oh, mate. They've got somebody. Newcastle. They've got Brentford. So we'll see if they've got a new manager bounce. They're at home.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe, he does play decent football, to be fair. And I think he's a better manager than people give him credit for. I think it just ran its sell-by date at Bournemouth. So it'll be a tough assignment for him. But yeah, let's go into the predictions. We've done what we've both to say. Frenchie was the last time when we've done a prediction. He won. He's on 3 points. 1906 is on 2. Myself and Tobias are in the relegation with 1.
Wow.
So one of us could close the gap, or I can close. Hopefully, I close the gap, and you can be on level on points with Frenchie. So we'll start it off. We've got first game of the season. First game of the weekend. Leicester versus Chelsea. 12:30 kickoff. Could be a potential banana skin. I hope so. Anyway,
I'm thinking a draw. 2-2.
2-2. Could see that happening. I've got the same as well. I've gone for 1-1. I think after the international break, the one thing you don't want is to play at 12:30, and the second thing you don't want is to be away from home. And I think Leicester, they're a mixed bag. I thought they'd be better than what they are, but they have players like Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, he's
players that can hurt you.
Isn't he? He's just alive all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've got players that can hurt you, and if you catch them on a good day, I think it'd be a tough assignment for Chelsea. I think if it was in any other time of the day, and if Chelsea are at home, I would have gone strong Chelsea favourites. But Chelsea don't lose a lot, and they're due a draw at least because they're just scraping results. So I'm gonna go for a 1-1. Aston Villa Brighton, Stevie G's first game.
I think little baptism. I'm going 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Fair play. I'm going to go for 2-1 Aston Villa. I think the new manager bounce is going to work. And I think Steven Gerrard is going to get Danny Ings firing. I think if he can get Danny Ings firing...
You can get him fired.
If you don't get him firing, he's fired. And I think if he can get Leon Bailey fit, and I think Leon Bailey's a Steven Gerrard type footballer. So if you get them two firing, I think Aston Villa will be fine. I still think they'll finish in the top 10. So I'm going to go for 2-1 Aston Villa. Burnley, Crystal Palace. Palace are on decent form. So are Burnley. I think they won their last couple of games. It's at Burnley.
Bully boys, but Palace can battle back. Palace can play that physical game as well. I'm going to go 1-0 Palace.
1-0. He's going for the away win. All right. Going for the away win. I think both teams are in good form. I can't really split them, to be fair. So I've gone for a draw. I think Conor Gallagher's playing excellent. I really like him. If he won Chelsea, if he won a Chelsea player, I think that would be, if I was a Liverpool scout, that would be a guy I'll definitely keep my eye on. Because I think he's a Liverpool player, technically very good, works hard, can press, he's young, he's hungry. Football brain, and he's got a goal in him. I think he's a very good footballer. But yes, I'm going for a draw. Newcastle, Brentford. Newcastle, both teams are on free fall. So Brentford, they can't buy a win at the moment.
No. This is going to be a score draw. Do you know what? I'm gonna give the edge to Newcastle on this.
Yeah.
I reckon they have to go all guns blazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they have to go all guns blazing on this. So I'm thinking I'm going to go 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0 Newcastle plus a clean sheet for Eddie Howe. That would be ideal for him. 2-0. All right. So I've gone for Newcastle as well. 2-1. That new manager bounce. I think Newcastle will be rocking, and I think Brentford are on free fall. They're getting a welcome to the Prem. This is why the Premier League's tough, and they're getting it now. They're actually getting it. They must have thought it was a walk in the park, but no.
As I said, I'm watching them because you guys remember on our first pod. You're like, watch them.
I still think they'll stay up.
When I gave us some work, and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
they got a point. Yeah. And I'm still looking, and I'm thinking, hold on, what were they talking about? Really?
I think they'll still stay up, but I think with the
Is it a Norwich in disguise?
Could be. I hope not. But I think with the Premier League, you've got to be at 100% every game. And I think if you drop off 70, 60%, they can't do that. The top teams can and still scrape results. If you're a less team, you've got to be at it every single week, and it's impossible to be at it every single week. And they're getting a big use to the welcome to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've gone for 2-1 Newcastle. Norwich, Southampton. At Norwich, new manager again, Dean Smith. They won last week and sacked their manager. That was quality. Can't make that.
I think Lampard for his name at it, just to make sure everyone knows he's still unemployed.
Yeah, he's never wanted that job.
Never. Oh yeah, Lampard's still there. Oh yeah, one of them ones.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to give that to Southampton. That one, I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3-1 because I reckon Pookie will do something.
Yeah. 3-1. I'm going to actually go for Norwich. I don't know why, but I feel new manager bounce as well. And I don't think Southampton are in the best of form. I think somehow they're going to get a result. So I've gone for 2-1 Norwich. I don't know why, but it screams away win. But I'm going to go 2-1 Norwich.
I just think everyone's pitting where they are when they play Norwich.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So it's like Norwich is a team you can't lose against.
Yeah, 100%. You're in trouble.
Do you know what I mean? And then you have to get them licks as well. You can't just win 1-0, tricky one.
You need a 3-1. You need a 3.
You can't get sticky and all. You need 3 at least.
Yeah.
It's like with England. It's like with the England game. You needed 6 to start off with.
Yeah.
And then let's see where you are. Do you know what I mean? How many more can you get past that? You just come up with 5. It's like, what was that?
Yeah.
So, I'm going Southampton.
Southampton, I'll go Norwich. All right. Watford, Man United. Ollie's still at the wheel. Come on. Thank God for that. He's still at the wheel. He's hanging by a thread. It's at Watford.
It's Watford, isn't it?
But it is Watford. And
Watford.
It is Watford.
I can only see a United win there.
Yeah.
As much as I really don't want to say it, I don't want it. I'd rather go for a draw, but I know they're going to win. I know they're going to win.
100%.
I know they're going to win. I can't even see where the Watford goal's coming from.
Yeah.
2-0 United.
2-0. All right, 2-0.
Manx.
I've gone 3-1. 3-1 United. I think Watford will get a goal because Harry Maguire's playing. So 3-1. I think Man United away from home, they're not too bad because they've got players on the counter attack. I think they will get chances and they can be ruthless because they've got good forward players. But
but it's just not working. I don't know. You get those little flashes and little moments and goals are scored, but then it's like what dry out. Dry out. So hopefully it doesn't. But I'm only saying that really and truly. I want a lash. I want what we're going on. I want 5-0. Do you know what I mean? But just for this, just so I score some points, I have to play ahead. You get me? So I'm going to go for 2-1. No, 2-0.
2-0. All right, I've gone for 3-1 Man United. Wolves, West Ham. Both teams are informed. To be fair, West Ham are a really good side. We found out just before. West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, West Ham.
West Ham. What's the
West
score?
Ham. They like drama as well. They're leaky. West Ham are leaky. I'm going to go 3-2 West Ham.
3-2 or 3-2.
I'm going for a high scoring one on that one.
You know what? 3-2 is. I can see that happening. West Ham playing really good football. If guys, you want to go on YouTube, go and watch Antonio's goal for Jamaica against USA. Oh my God!
Oh, I haven't seen
what? Oh, have a look. 1906. He's literally 30 yards out. It's cut inside and rifled one right in the top corner. And Jamaica got. To be fair, Jamaica got robbed in that game. They should have beat USA. A goal disallowed, but yeah, that's for another day. But he's in form. They flew him back. They flew him back at private jet. Imagine that's why I fucks with Antonio hard. You know, from playing from non-league football to getting a private jet home because they know you are the main man. Fair play, man. Any young player, mate, keep working hard. You just never know.
They don't want him sitting. They don't want him sitting back drinking no kind of blue man.
No Ray nephews.
Right, get your skin back here. Eat the cockles, build up your muscles.
Yeah, but you've gone 3-2. I've gone for a draw. I trust West Ham, but I don't. Like, if you're a top side, you've got to go to Wolves and win. And if they do go to Wolves and win, and Wolves are in good form, then all right, okay, you know, West Ham will be. They're not going nowhere. You've got to take them seriously. But I'm going to go for a draw. Mighty Reds versus Arsenal. Arsenal fans are quietly confident, and they should be. They're in good form.
They should be.
They're in good form.
Why not?
But it is Arsenal.
It is Arsenal, isn't it?
I do miss Arsenal fan TV. I haven't watched it in about 9 weeks or so.
You know what? We normally do them about 3-0 or something like that. Normally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3-0. I'm going 3-0. I'm going to stick my neck out on that one.
3-0.
3-0.
I'm going to go for 3-1, but I think it's not going to be an easy 3-1. I think it's going to be a hard 4-3-1. I think we might get our goals late.
Yeah.
But I feel we score first, and I think they might equalise, and I think we'll get a couple in the 70th minute, and maybe one in the last minute. But I think we'll win 3-1, and then I will see after this game where Arsenal at. If it's a respectable 3-1, okay, they'll be there or thereabouts, fighting for that 4th spot / Europa League. If they get smashed 3-0 or a terrible 3-1 where it could have been about 8-1, they just Arsenal. They haven't played anybody good, and then I've played somebody. But we'll see. We'll go for 3-1. We never lose to Arsenal, and I don't see it happening. Klopp's got a great record against Arsenal, so I don't see it happening. Sunday's games: Man City versus Everton.
I see a Man City win. I'm thinking Man City because they're coming from goals everywhere.
Yeah,
they're coming from goals, midfield, defense, out wide coming in
from the fans.
Yeah,
ball boy,
ball boy, everything. Where goals are coming from somewhere. De Bruyne has found his feet again.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? He's making passes and scoring goals. So I'm going for a City. They've got a few people that can score as well, haven't they? They've got people that can score. I'm going 3-1 City.
3-1 City. Everton, if they're Calvert-Lewin, you got Rafa masterclass, but I just can't see it happening. I think it's going to be, because if this wasn't an international break, I would have said 4-0, but I'm going to go for a 2-0, an easy 2-0 win. And I think they'll rip them apart, have loads of chances, but they will score 2 goals. 2-0 win.
Richarlison, he has to put his head on, doesn't he? I mean, he has to. Do you know
that sorry?
What's his name? Richarlison?
Yeah, but he's a donut, though. I can't stand him.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if it starts going sideways.
Yeah, his head goes.
Head gone. And you're
like
you're thinking.
Poor man Suarez. He's like a poor man Suarez.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's getting all moody and rebel without a cause half the time. Do you know what I mean? He's just think, come on. And once in a while, he pulls it out the bag, and he's playing for Brazil, and I don't know how. But anyway, But Fred played for Brazil.
Yeah, Fred played for Brazil ahead of Fabinho. Fabinho's, which is ridiculous. 2-0. Spurs Leeds. At Spurs, Harry Kane's in good form. I know he's playing Andorra and San Marino, but Harry Kane, when he does score a couple, he's like a bus. He does go on a run.
Yeah.
And if you want a team to play against, to fill your boots, is Leeds. They're a big wall there. I just come on, everybody come in and they'll just give chances. So
I'm gonna go Tottenham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tottenham 2-1.
2-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 Tottenham. I think Harry Kane will get a couple on Son. I just think Leeds can't defend to save their life.
Yeah.
They usually get their one goal because the way they play, they usually get a goal. But I think it'd be Conte's first win of the
Probably
season.
be a Kane penalty to kick it off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he loves a pen. So, 100%. Definitely. All right, guys, that is the end. Well, that's our predictions. If you want to get involved, you can put your predictions in the comments and see if you beat myself in 1906. Like I said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter as well. It's important that you try and at least like the show, so it makes us grow. 1906. Anything for you to say before we kick off? Before we go, sorry.
I'd say, Maguire, just do what you're doing, man. Just let him in. Yeah. Just let him roll past you, mate.
100%. Hashtag Ollie in. That's what we always in, you know.
Ollie at the wheel.
Ollie at the wheel. And that is it. So, guys, this is Real Talk Football TV podcast, a debate show, and we are out.